quiz time. You pooped in the woods. Oh no, but you gotta keep it clean. We have 4 leaves that you can use to wipe your butt. Except
one of them is a bad boy.
Pick which one is the poisonous one.
If you pick C, sorry, you got an itchy butt.
Wait, it was C? I thought it...
Yeah, it was C.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
See you later.
Yeah, see you later. Whoa! Nature show!
Nature show.
Hi, guys! Welcome to our brand new show called Whoa! Nature Show!
So on this show, we will be meeting some amazing animals.
Yes, we'll be going out into nature and meeting them there, or even coming here and meeting them here from nature.
We're gonna get to learn so much about their habitat, their mating. We're just gonna learn a bunch of stuff about awesome animals.
So this is the first animal that's about to happen.
And I know it's gonna be a terrifying one.
We're go big or go home here.
We
are
about to meet a tarantula.
Okay, I love animals very much to my core, but I am terrified of tarantulas. I'm very nervous, man.
I think one thing we can do on the show that could be really cool is that before the animal comes out, we name 3 things that we think we know about them.
Okay.
We can call it like
3 things we think we know about tarantulas. Okay.
I think tarantulas are furry.
Seems about right.
Like furry, like my legs when I don't shave them.
They're really poisonous, right? Like they can kill you.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure they lay eggs, right?
Yeah.
They lay eggs.
Do they lay eggs inside of your skin?
No, please stop. Don't give me another reason. All right, now let's meet Carl and his tarantula.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I see a leg.
Good, happy to be here.
Nervous.
Hi, Carl.
Well, I want to introduce you to a very special friend. This is Harriet.
Hi, Harriet.
Is it because she's hairy?
A little bit, yes.
I also think the name makes it less terrifying.
I think so. She's a Brazilian black tarantula, which grows to be one of the largest species. And it'll take about another 10 years, but she'll get to be about the size of a dinner plate. So, yeah, really
So she's still growing.
She's like a baby?
Yeah, she's kind of in her teenage years right now. She's just about 10.
Is she like moody? Does she listen to sad music?
Sick of this town.
She's always a sweetheart.
She's always on
Always
Instagram.
good. Nice and mellow, very zen.
So how many legs does she have?
Well,
Yeah, it looks like 10. I thought all spiders had 8.
Well, very good question, because spiders do have 8 legs, but what you see up here up front, those are actually called pedipalps. It's an extra set of appendages. You could consider like arms, but it's basically like a scorpion or crab has the claws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is what those are for them. It helps them as far as manipulating prey and even towards breeding. Most animals like this, they do have a very simple brain, so what they understand is I'm not a threat.
And so when someone becomes a threat to them, how do they defend themselves?
One of their first defensive techniques is just to get out of the way.
Gotcha.
About 90% of tarantulas have what we call urticating hairs. All these nice hairs over there, they look very soft, but they're actually made to be an irritant. So if you were going to try and eat her, what she does is rub those back legs on the abdomen, and these little microfine hairs start going in the air, and it's almost like fiberglass. So if you're going to try and eat her, those are going to go in your eyes and your mouth.
She's got her own pepper spray stash?
Basically, she does.
So
I need that.
She has that right now?
She does, but because again, she's very used to people, she's not going to do that. She doesn't feel threatened.
Where are the eyes?
The eyes are actually hidden right up front.
Oh,
There's
so
8?
tiny.
Yeah, they're very tiny, and some a little bit larger than the others, right in the
Like a
center.
little cluster.
So they see 8 things? How do
They all
8 of
process
us.
small portions of it.
So it's like when people have like a bunch, like 8 little computers.
I'm
to
like
make
thinking
one
like
big
Best Buy.
screen. Best Buy, yeah.
Like you go to the Best Buy
Yeah, it's a
television
security,
center and it's
the
just like a
security.
bunch?
Wow, she looks really soft.
So
is that like how they feel, or?
It is, it's actually very soft. And what's different with spiders, arachnids, compared to insects, is insects have 3 segments to their body. Well, they have 2. They've got the abdomen, the big old butt, and then they've got what we call the cephalothorax, which is the head, cepha, and thorax, fused into one part. So that's why the eyes are technically on the what looks like the
So they got no
body.
neck?
They've got no neck.
Do they have a heartbeat?
No neck.
Gym guys just
So how do I pet her? I want to.
Well, this is an animal that doesn't necessarily need to be or like to be pet, But what you can do, since she's already coming to you, is you can feel her crawl on you, and you can feel how they have kind of pointy little feet. It's almost the equivalent of having Velcro hairs on there, which help them grip things. And I noticed you weren't too eager to put your hands out.
You know, I was just gonna let her do it first and see how it goes.
Yes. Now here's what it's going to feel like. So don't,
That feels
you know,
nice.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do that. All right. It's just like a little hand massage.
So do they have any predators? And what do they prey on?
They do. Just about anything would want to get them, from small mammals to birds of prey to anything. But they'll go after about everything too. They will gladly go after, you know, a nest of small rodents, but usually
They
any
can
kind
eat
of bugs.
rodents?
Yeah. Yep. They can eat like a little baby mouse.
I'm sweating on the
they're
table.
tiny.
That wasn't that bad, but also the worst thing of my life. It was so scary. It's like little like Spider-Man, like how they animated on Spider-Man's fingers. You could just see the little hooks, like you could feel that.
If you look right underneath, you'll see two shiny black things. Those are their fangs. Right underneath there.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
And they're about the size of pencil tips. And what they do when they grab their prey, again, using the pedipalps to help corral it in, they sink those two pencil-sized fangs into their prey and inject the venom, which luckily their venom doesn't affect us too much.
It doesn't? So they're not really
doesn't.
poisonous?
So a
They're
jellyfish
all
doesn't have to
venomous,
pee on me?
but this one,
I don't have to pee on jellyfish?
You don't have to pee back on her.
wow.
You don't have to establish dominance.
Oh, whoops.
Keith, your turn?
Come on in.
Put your hand down.
Put your hand all the way down.
No.
Yes.
Do not jolt.
She will not bite you.
Don't jolt.
On the back of the butt, the abdomen, you'll see these two appendages.
Yeah, I saw those.
Those are the spinnerets, and if you can see, you can actually see a little bit of web, because whenever Harriet is crawling, she's leaving a faint trail of web wherever she goes.
Have you seen like a huge web that she's made?
Well, she doesn't make a huge web like regular spiders. What they do is they use that to line their little burrows, just to make their little home. They don't necessarily use it to catch the prey, because these are predators. They generally go out and look for their prey. But what they will do is, in that little hole she lives in, she'll line it with the web and then deposit about 200 eggs in there. And then she'll seal it up into a little egg sac, which she'll actually defend, and sometimes they'll even carry them around if they have to move them away from rain or anything. Exactly, yes.
And since we're talking about eggs, I'm gonna have to ask the question.
Yes.
How do they mate?
We've talked about the pedipalps, which are like the claws. Well, the males actually use those. And an important thing to point out is that females live to be about 30, males about 5.
What?
Once the males hit sexual maturity,
jealous.
they've got one chance to breed, and then they're done. That's it. She'll meet someone else next year.
Wow.
The male will very carefully come up to the female, and he'll actually use those pedipalps to actually prop her up, and then he'll take the pedipalps and grab little bits of sperm and place it inside the female with his hands, basically.
What? That's hilarious. Man. Gotta go in there. Baby, bye.
Wow.
There's about a 50% chance that she'll kill the male as soon as it's over.
Kill, like
Yeah.
the Black Widow?
Wow.
How does that?
Sometimes as soon as it's over, she'll immediately just grab him, just sink the fangs.
And be like, you didn't text me back after 0.3 seconds.
She is
Yeah.
freaking bad. She's
Goals.
a baddie.
She
Can
is
be
a
ruthless.
baddie.
Do they go to the bathroom?
They do, yes. It's basically ejected out of the area where the spinnerets are, and usually at a high velocity.
So it just sprays.
Picture like a slightly more liquid silly string.
What is their habitat like, or the range?
And where do they sleep?
This is from the rainforests of South America, mostly Brazil, but then a similar tarantula looks exactly the same, can survive perfectly well in the desert.
Wow.
So they're really all over the world, and they really adapt to whatever the conditions are given.
So she's not gonna put her fangs
Yeah,
in.
what does it feel if, like, if she did?
Like two nice, well-sharpened #2 pencils.
Okay, so like an ear
I've done that
Been
to
jabbed
myself
into you.
by accident before.
Well, I'm glad we got that covered, because I want to see if I can have Harriet crawl on my face. This is our first episode of
You
this
do
anime
that.
show, so
Super brave.
yeah.
Super brave of you. Oh my gosh.
I can feel it.
Oh my god. I always heard that if you scream when a tarantula's on you, they'll bite you. No?
No.
I can feel her claws on me,
Yeah,
and
you
it
can
kind
see
of
them.
hurts.
Probably because she's on an incline, right? Because she's got to claw in a little more.
Yeah, they have those little microscopic, what I'll call hairs, that just helps with the gripping.
I do
probably-
feel its legs inside my skin.
Ditsy bitsy spider crawled on Olivia's face. I got really scared and I almost peed all over the place. The sun is up and I think I'm gonna die, but I think I'm gonna let the spider crawl on my face. I think I wanna try.
Nice. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, it tickles.
You feel? Do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel the little pricklies, yeah.
You look great. This is like,
Thanks.
yeah, this is really cool. I'm really proud of you, Courtney.
I feel like I can hear her. She's saying, yeah, that's right, bitch, be afraid.
I want to get in on
Shane,
this.
don't make this worse,
I want to do
please.
this. This looks like the greatest massage of all time.
You want it on your face?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of face masks on you. Harriet's probably gonna see you.
No idea what's happening.
Harriet's gonna see you and be like, I like the circumference of his face.
Great. Great.
See, she does like your face.
Oh.
Did you hear the part about the wet silly string? Mm-hmm. Okay, because she's slightly raising her abdomen.
Oh, great.
She might web you.
You're a dude. She's gonna kill you after you.
She might splooge on you.
Oh, this is great. This
She might
is so
splooge
great.
all over your face, Shane.
just feeling up my eyebrow. Oh.
See, you know that prickly
Oh, she's
feeling?
whispering in my ear.
What is she saying to you?
She's like, hey, little mama, come over to you. She's singing like,
Careful.
sorry.
She's gonna fall asleep on there and lay some eggs inside of you.
Good.
What if I tickled you right now,
I'm down to
Shane?
be a dad.
Great.
We should have Keith do this.
Keith, come here.
You got to take off the hat though.
Oh, my hair's not cut.
See, but we're all facing fears, and your fear is
It's
showing
your hair when
anything
it's
of,
not
of yourself.
Don't judge me.
All right.
Oh no.
You ready for
better
her?
relax.
Hold on,
You
just
got to stay
can
still
we, like, can
for
somebody
Harriet.
say a prayer for me?
Now, this is me. This is what it's going to feel like. Okay?
All right.
Oh my God.
You know that was me, right?
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It feels like
All
it's
right.
Okay,
fungus.
this
We'll
is
say a little
Harriet.
prayer.
You ready?
Harry, Charlotte. Ooh.
Harriet.
The morning
Don't ever call her Charlotte.
before I put on my makeup.
Do you feel her legs?
For you.
It's sharp, huh?
Forever, she'll bite your face and you will all die.
Girl.
She's cutting your hair.
Oh. I didn't like that. That scared me.
Good job.
Great.
Good job.
All right.
Oh, I gotta go.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Carl, for bringing Harriet here today.
Oh, it's been great coming. Thanks.
This is amazing. You guys have a lot more animals too that you could show us, huh?
Oh, yes. All
So
kinds.
excited.
This could be a really cool show, man.
I'm really proud of us.
Yes, and we learned a lot about her. So this is gonna be our three things that we know about tarantulas.
So they are furry.
They are furry. Yeah, we found out that is true.
Hi, Harriet.
Is it because she's hairy?
A little bit, yes.
But a lot of them are sensors, right? She's very sensitive and she feels things around her.
Yeah.
She will kill her mate.
There's about a 50% chance that she'll kill the male as soon as it's over.
She will, and she has like 6 times the lifespan of a male. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And she also has these two, what are they called?
Pedipalps.
Pedipalps,
Those are actually called pedipalps. It's an extra set of appendages.
which are basically like claws and it helps them mate.
That's number 3?
Uh-huh.
Wow, she basically has little tiny arms
Yeah,
up
and
front.
she's got an abdomen
She does, Olivia. Yeah, and she's thick.
and she's thick.
Bonus fact.
And she sprays.
She
poop.
spray.
And she's got 8 eyes.
She's got teeny
Sorry,
tiny
I'm like naming
eyes.
all these.
It's
like
okay.
10.
Bonus facts.
Bonus facts.
Bonus facts. Guys, we hope you like this episode and we hope you like this new show of
Yeah.
meeting animals. We're gonna meet some other crazy animals.
know.
I have no idea what's in store for us.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
And I just hope they're just as excited because we're so stoked.
Exactly. Post in the comments what other animals you want us to see, and then maybe Carl will have some for us that he can bring in.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? You guys should post some cool photos of you and your favorite animals and
Yeah.
tweet it to us or tag us on Instagram and then we can
Yes.
see them and maybe put it on our show.
Yeah, I like that idea.
All right.
Okay.
Harriet, I think it's time for us to.
Give you back to your old paw there.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Harriet.
All right.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, Carl.
And I think it's time
for us to go. Whoa! We gotta go! Okay, bye!
Guys, I let a spider crawl on my face. For you.
I really hope you guys love our new show. And if you want to see all the amazing stuff we've been doing this week, click that box on the left for Keith's brand new show, 1 Hour Song Machine. And then that box on the right, we got our live show with No Name that went nuts yesterday. Check it out.